Your teacher never taught you this. Your parents probably didn't either. But somewhere, in a quiet dinner table conversation, a rich kid learned something that changed his entire life. And the scary part? It wasn't math. It wasn't stocks. It wasn't even hard to understand. It was one simple idea. And once you hear it, you'll never see money the same way again.
Let's go back to school for a second. You learned algebra. You learned history. You learned the periodic table. But nobody, not one teacher, sat you down and said, "Here's how money actually works." Why? Because school was never designed to make you wealthy. It was designed to make you a good employee, obedient, predictable, on time. Rich families knew this, so they had a different classroom, the dinner table. And the lesson they taught? It started with one question that changes everything.
The question was this: does your money work for you, or do you work for your money? Read that again, slowly. Most people wake up every Monday, trade their time for a paycheck, and call that a living. Rich kids were taught something different. They were taught that time is the only thing you can never buy back. So the goal, from a very young age, was to make money move without you moving. That's it. That's the secret. Money that moves while you sleep. They called it passive income, but that's just a fancy word for one thing: freedom. Let me show you two kids. Same age, same city, completely different futures. Kid A grows up in a normal home. His parents say, study hard, get a good job, save money. So he does. He studies, gets a degree, gets the job, gets the salary. And every month he pays rent, pays bills, pays debt, and starts over again. Kid B grows up in a wealthy home. His parents say, learn how money grows, learn what assets are. So at 16, Kid B buys his first stock with birthday money. Small, but real. At 22, he understands compound interest like it's his native language. At 30, Kid A is working to survive. Kid B's money is working for him. Same world, different education. Completely different life.
So what exactly do rich families teach? Let me break it into 3 simple lessons. Lesson 1, assets over things. Poor families buy things that lose value. Rich families buy things that grow in value. A new phone loses value the moment you open the box. A stock can grow while you sleep. Rich kids are taught from day one. Before you buy something, ask, does this make me richer or poorer? Lesson 2, debt is a tool, not a tragedy. Most people fear debt. Rich families teach their kids to understand it. There is bad debt, credit cards for clothes, loans for parties, borrowing to impress people. And there is good debt, borrowing to buy something that pays you back more than you borrowed. Rich kids know the difference. Nobody taught you this in school. Lesson 3, your network is your net worth. Rich families introduce their kids to successful people early, not to show off, but to show possibilities. When you grow up around people who invest, you think investing is normal. When you grow up around people who struggle, you think struggling is normal. Your environment quietly programs your financial future without you even knowing it. Here's the good news. You don't need to be born rich to learn rich. The dinner table conversation, you can have it with yourself tonight. Ask yourself, what do I own that grows in value? What do I spend on that shrinks it? Start small. 1 book, 1 stock, 1 conversation with someone smarter than you about money. The secret isn't a number. It's not a strategy. It's a shift in how you see money. Money is not just something you earn. It's something you build. And building starts the moment you decide to think differently.
School taught you to follow rules. Rich families taught their kids to write them. Now you know the secret too. The question is, what will you do with it? If this changed how you see money, share it with someone who needs to hear it, because this is the class they never gave us.